Okay, so we are going to look up some wage determinations, some holiday schedules, and determine how to figure out overtime or what days would be overtime. Is it always Saturday? Is it always over 40 hours? So we go to the DIR site, dir.ca.gov/public-works, and then we'll scroll down to prevailing wage requirements. And then we're going to go over to prevailing wage rates. And then we could go to the specific wage determination of the project. But in this case, and in many cases, I'll just go to what's current so that we have like real time holiday rates and we know what's going on. So for American Surface Pros, this subcontractor is located in Northern California in Sacramento. So we'll choose Northern California. Thankfully, labor is right here on the front page, so it's super easy to find right in the middle. But instead of going instantly to the rates, we're going to see what their holidays are, because that might be something important to tell them since we're close to the end of the year. They mentioned working their workers on a Saturday or a Sunday. I would just send them over what the holiday list is, just in case they're thinking of having them work a day that ends up being a holiday. So in this section, you can see the recognized holidays. It tells you if anything falls on a Sunday, the following Monday is a holiday. If it falls on a Saturday, the Friday before is. But it also tells you your location. So they were in Sacramento County. I'm just going to double check. There it is. So Sacramento is listed here, just in case for some reason it wasn't. This is just a simple one. It's one page. So you could send the whole page to them, or you could just highlight the area for labor. So now we know their holidays. They won't be the same for every trade. We can now go back to the labor rates. When we click the name in blue, and this will tell us just for Northern California, just for these areas. It has it broken up here in the middle from Area 1 and Area 2. Sacramento is going to be in Area 2. But if we keep scrolling down, oh, here, we don't have to scroll down, I lied. It's going to tell us that the daily or Saturday overtime rate, so it doesn't matter or not, or if they just work a Saturday, this is the price they have to pay for Saturday. If they work on Sunday or a holiday or it's double time, then this is the rate they're going to pay. So regardless of giving them a day off, maybe saying, oh, hey, you don't have to work on Thursday, but I need you to work on Saturday, and it's even. It's not. And so it's for the work week. So it's whatever days their week would be, meaning it isn't always Monday through Sunday that someone's work week cycles. But in this case, they're telling you that it doesn't matter. It's overtime and Saturday. It's double time and holiday and Sunday. These are the rates. So how you get to these rates are you take this rate, that base hourly rate. For overtime, you multiply it times 1.5. For double time, you multiply it by 2. And then you scroll down, and these are all the fringes that you add onto it. In this case, because labor is apprenticeable, meaning they could request an apprentice, that training amount, that hourly training rate, does not get paid to the employee. It gets paid to something called the CAC, the California Apprenticeship Council. So when I add in my fringes after I multiply that base rate, I always make sure to take out the training, and I let them know, your base rate is whatever it is, 34.11. Multiply that times 1.5, add on the fringes, excluding training. Here's your overtime rate. If you need a double time rate in Sunday or holiday, it's 34.11 times 2. Add on your fringes, excluding training. Here's your double time rate. Another way to do that, which should give you the same math, is to take the overtime rate, separate out 52 cents, because that's the training. Take the double time rate, take out 52 cents, because that's the training. And then you're good. Then you have your rate. So let's do the same thing though. I'm going to go back and I'm going to look up painter, because that's our other classification. I have to go back a little bit farther though. back to like our original spread, because I'm going to search by county. So if you go by county here and you look up Sacramento, now we have all these kind of additional classifications. And I can scroll down and here's where painter is. And I think they're under just regular painter. So it's kind of difficult because you can't really save it as an Excel worksheet and freeze panels or highlight areas. So the base hourly rate is right after the expiration date. I'll like use my finger and I'm like scrolling all the way down. But you can see that's 43.40. So again, you multiply that times 1.5 for overtime and add on all of these fringes, excluding training. And then you double it for double time, add on all the fringes, excluding training for double time. And in this case, training is $1. It's already going to tell you what the straight time rate is. I don't know where painter is. I think it's here. So it'll tell you the straight time, the overtime. So again, you can take out the dollar of training, the Saturday rate, which happens to be the same as overtime, the Sunday and holiday rate, which is double time, and you could take out training when you give that to the worker. And then here's the holidays. So holiday provision for painter, it's going to tell you what area, so Sacramento's included. And then it's going to tell you all the holidays, which my goodness, these seem to be a few more. And then in addition to the holidays, there's 7 designated days off per contract year. So these extra days need to be reminded to our client that for the year 2024, 25, then 26, there's specific days that are considered holiday and they have to receive holiday pay or have the day off. So that's that portion. Now there's also this footnote that we're going to look into. Let me move my face. And we'll go to painter. I just have to like follow it all the way along. And it says there's an overtime rate. There's a footnote here, like AD. It applies to the first 4 overtime hours Monday through Friday, the first 12 hours worked on Saturday, and all hours worked on designated days off. All of their overtime is paid at the Sunday holiday rate. So sometimes you have to do extra math and kind of include these footnotes so they know what they're looking at, but that's how you find their rates.